Welcome back to another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 25. So good to have baseball back. I am recording this well in advance of when you will actually be watching it. I have got a honeymoon coming up in just a couple of weeks by the time you see this, so trying to make sure I'm getting ahead. We have made it to the midway point of June. We are closing in on the draft day, which I believe is July 11th. We're also at the point in the year where trades are going to be much more likely to happen. As of right now, I don't foresee us really making a move. We are kind of struggling right here at a 3-7 stretch. Obviously, I could use more bats. I mean, even Julio is starting to struggle here a little bit. He's going through a bit of a cold spell, but has still had a really, really strong year here so far. Robles has been good on a bit of a slide. Polanco's average is not great, but the on-base percentage is strong enough, to go along with the pop that we've gotten from him. Raleigh, the power's starting to come along finally. Hit 3 homers over the course of the last episode. Rayleigh is a guy that I'm probably about to take out of the lineup, I would guess. I mean, he is just not hitting at all and has not hit. He's hit 265 over his last 10. This is kind of the positive thing of having this recent games. I believe this is his last 10. So maybe we keep Rayleigh in here just for a little bit to see if this kind of works its way back up. I do personally like Canzone. I think that he has hit the ball hard pretty consistently when I have played with him. He's got a 758 OPS, 3 homers, does have 2 stolen bases. He's really not been a bad player at all. It's probably a bit small sample, but I think he's a guy that with that vision, discipline, his power and his righties, I think is a guy that can play for us. But if Rayleigh is swinging the bat like at this recent stretch here, an 830 OPS over his last 10, if this is kind of where he's going to be, then I'm excited to see him do that. We have Rayleigh for a couple more years from an arbitration perspective. We've used all of his minor league options. So that's not really a thing that we can do. He's a guy that's going to play here. He does at least have, some ability to play in the outfield with good pop. So he's at worst a bench player, but we need him to hit if he's going to be in the everyday lineup. Austin Shenton, for whatever reason, is regressing in certain aspects. Has not been dreadful. 656 OPS. Why don't we do this? We're going to swap Canzone with Shenton. Now, I have had success hitting with Shenton myself. I've hit 2 homers with him. I do think that Canzone here has a better chance. He's playing a lot better than Shenton is over this last stretch. Let's try to get Canzone some additional playing time. Crawford has been really good this year. He is also going through a bit of a dry spell here over the last week and a half or so. Hopefully we can get him back going. He is progressing a lot this year as a 30-year-old. And I've hit a home run with him, I think, now in 3 straight episodes. But he's having a really nice bounce-back campaign from 2024, playing a lot more like his 2023 self, which to me is a guy that I would love to keep even beyond the 2026 season if he is going to hit like this. We have worked our way through scouting. I think we have found a guy there in Adrian Ramirez that I think I would be really, really interested in there at that 3rd pick, which we do have. But in this episode, of course, we're going to be doing some simulating, but I do want to play one of these games here against the Cubs. When would the Cubs play? Maybe Saturday? Who do we want to see? Which one of these guys? Imanaga's been a little bit better. We'll pitch with Miller. We'll use him instead of Castillo. We did lose that game, and we have another big injury here to one of our top prospects. Harry Ford is now out for 2 or 3 months. We're having a hard time with the injuries, that is for sure. And we do lose the opener against the Cubs. We are definitely struggling right now over the last, really all of June, after being really good in May and really good in April. Definitely on a bit of a slide here, but we are still 8 games up in the division. The American League West has been very, very weak to this point. But yeah, let's play this game here against the Cubs. Take on Shoto Imanaga, I believe is how you say that. He has been excellent for them. We will rock with those. Actually, do we have maybe a different road jersey? I would actually kind of, let's see. Yeah, let's pull out the road alternates 1997 there. See what we got here. I want to use the regional network. Quick counts as always here. Bring in Miller. Let's see, we are facing a lefty here. Rayleigh definitely struggles against lefties. That pulls Polanco up a little bit. And Solano is just struggling. So that regression's been heavy. He's not been a guy that's played well enough for me to kind of counteract the regression off of him. So just kind of letting him bleed to an extent there. Yeah, we'll keep this like this for right now, I think. Crawford moves all the way up to the 2 spot with Polanco down at the 5. Got a lot of guys with the snowflake emblem beside them, playing a Cubs team that looks like they are largely on fire, getting a lot of production from the top of that lineup. Swanson's struggling for them. Pretty much everybody else is really playing well. Of course, we are winning. We're at this point of the season playing as well as we are because of our pitching staff. The offense has been extremely league average and going through a spell that's dropping it down a little bit. We do get a day game here on a Saturday, of course, a 1:20 first pitch, as we will be taking on the Cubs. I always like to kind of just take a look at the form report. Nothing is really overly changing. Haven't moved anybody up or down. It's probably time to do that with Emerson. At this point, we'll check and see his development here at the end of June, and then make a call on that. But Arroyo, of course, is out for a long time, was having a good season beforehand. Cole Young is definitely picking it up an extent there at AAA. Hopefully he is ready in a year or two. Montez definitely struggling a little bit now. That's pretty much it as far as the guys that I'm super excited about. But yeah, let's I really like that opening screen there for the game. I haven't dug too deep in it, but just as the ability to look at the form report real quick. Something I do like. So Shota is on the mound at 2.36 ERA. The first inning he pitches today will be his 100th of the year. His whip has been incredible. He has been awesome. And we are going to open up with Victor Robles up with a 1-1 count. He is definitely going through a bit of a dry spell. Swings at a splitter out of the zone. Shota does not throw incredibly hard, but a lot of movement on his pitches. Was able to foul that one off. Almost got the fastball by him there. Very late. Let's see what we can work with here. 1-2 count.
Nope, inside.
2-2 count. Good eye there. Kind of took a chance. Not a bad spot there at all. Imanaga not crazy about the call. 2-2.
3-2.
3-2 count now. So Robles has had a really nice at bat to start things off here. Again, one of the league leaders in stolen bases. Robles has been really great since he has moved over from Seattle. Got a splitter to mash. Hits it hard, but pulls it way foul as he is way out in front of it. 3-2 count here again. And he's going to just put a lazy fly out in center field there. Grab. With the Robles at least was able to see a lot of pitches there. Got 2 lefties and 2 righties on the bench. We're 9th in the American League with a .309 on base percentage. One of the guys that's been a key part of this team, Crawford, over 800 OPS, is struggling a little bit right now, though. So 1-1 count. Yeah, 1-2 count now. A lot of movement there on that sweeper. I really like these retro jerseys here. Oh, got a little bit out of front of that one there. Crawford didn't go with the pitch as much as he should have. Now we get Julio's going to come up on a 2-1 count, so should get a good pitch to hit here. Julio definitely been among the MVP leaders for a lot of the year. This little struggle he's on right now, and then that is not a good swing there either.
Out.
and not beat out the throw. So it ends up being a clean inning there for Shota. Now we'll see Bryce Miller. I think this is the first game I've pitched with him. He's been really good, 6-5, just over 86 innings, 2.81 ERA. The whip is real solid. Again, not a heavy strikeout guy, but it's another guy that just doesn't walk a bunch of batters. He's going to start off against Nico Horner. Really, really good player, good defender, really fast. Doesn't provide a ton of pop, but a 311 batting average. Hits that one hard right at Dylan Moore, who's playing second base today. As Polanco is manning third, I think, anyway. John Birdie, another pretty quick player, probably regressing a little bit to this extent, I would guess, at this point in the year. 1-1 count. Slider gets him. I don't know if he was really that early on it. Just missed it. Let's see if we can get to this sweeper.
Whoa, that's down.
Not get him to chase. 2-2 count. Miller does have can throw it hard, like that's up to 96. He can touch 97. Got a lot of pitches with movement, really can change speeds. Makes it tough on hitters, and he gets a strikeout there of Birdie. 2 away here. Both these pitchers off to pretty solid starts. Now it is Kyle Tucker, who they traded for over the offseason. I would, to me, is clearly their best hitter. And it's a solid lineup for sure, but he is, I think without any question, really their number one. Fouls that sinker away. Is going to turn into a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Splitter low. He's able to foul that one off as well. Tucker's a really good player. You know, it's one of those like spoiler warnings. We would be very interested in bringing in Kyle Tucker this offseason if money and everything can work out. We've gone low in the zone. Still a 2-2 count. See if we can get one by him. Just don't make a mistake here. Do get him to chase the high fastball, and that one touched 98 as Miller gets 2 strikeouts to start off his day. Now Cal Raleigh on the up at the bat. 3-1 count. 327 OPP with a 232 average. You certainly will take that. Power's starting to come along again. Up to 7 homers, but it has been a slow grind for him this year, tapping into that power. 3-2 count. It's that ball hard, but Swanson, of course, makes an excellent play. Gold glove defender there up the middle. Able to get Raleigh out. Really, really strong play there from Swanson. Thought off the bat that was going to be a base hit. Fortunately, it is just a great defensive play. Now it's Jorge Polanco, who is definitely on a slide again himself. Another one of these players that is on a cold streak. Swings it through a splitter there.
2 strikes.
1-2 count. And then he swings at the fastball up. Not going to get out of a slump swinging at pitches like that. First strikeout of the day for Imanaga. Now we get Mitch Garver, who's actually hitting really well when he's played.
2.
Makes a good strike there.
1 ball,
good pitch from
2
Shota.
strikes.
Garver's the third best hitter on the team from an OPS perspective. Fouls off that fastball. I thought that was pretty well timed. Slightly early. Garver can really hit lefties, but does not hit a lefty there as that ball is thrown into the dirt. It's back-to-back strikeouts there for Imanaga, who's gotten through these first 2 innings very easily. Seiya Suzuki playing really well. 905 OPS. Having some power, but really hits and walks. Swings through that slider. It's going to be a 2-1 count.
2 strikes.
Top 10 in the National League in walks. Miller cannot get the fastball by him. It does get a fly out here to Julio. He tracks it down. Ian Happ, another really solid bat here in the middle of this lineup. 1-1 count. Go to the splitter, get him to chase that one. A lot of movement. sinker. Fouls it away. Now you might see Miller try to go like a backdoor slider here. It's a little bit too much of the plate. Big Shane's that speed enough to be able to throw a fastball up and in. See what Miller does here. Hits his spot and gets another strikeout. Bryce Miller just absolutely on fire here early on. Just have to swing through it. Both these pitchers, at least so far, dealing. Really good splitter there again.
2 strikes.
1-2 count. Try to go below the zone here and do get him to swing at the sweeper. Does end up being a strike anyway. But how? Or not how? I can't even remember who was that just hit. Literally just blanked. Bush. Swings through it. Arozarena, you can hit lefties. Still really trying to get him going. Gets that ball well. Late side of good, though. Wow, almost to the warning track there before it is tracked down. Alcantara. Luke Raley is definitely in a spot of transition here for the Mariners. Today is maybe not the best going against a lefty. Really needs to kind of take what he's done here over the last week and a half. Really put it together here.
That's a ball.
It's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Or he could be in danger of losing at bats here. Fouled away. Two count. Gets that ball hard. Tried to stay back on it. Hit it well, but flies it out. The Mariners are still looking for their first hit here. Imanaka may get through the whole first turn through the lineup without giving one up. Dylan Moore is going to ground that one out. Hits it fairly hard. 98 off the bat. Just not a great hitter. Hits that right over to Horner. 3 up, 3 down yet again there. Now it's Swanson. As a Braves fan, one of my favorite players in the league. Really good splitter there from Miller. Swanson, a 2-time All-Star. Has really developed into a guy that, that's a beautiful pitch from Miller. He is dealing today. Yeah, Swanson is a guy that's developed to be a great defender and a guy that hits for pop at the shortstop, even if the rest of the bat isn't great. Alcantara got a pitch to hit there, did not take advantage of it. About the splitter, low and in, so we'll just get him to swing over the top of it. Doesn't chase it, good eye there.
2-2 to count.
Alcantara is rolling here, hit 310 over his last 8. Miller throws the fastball by him, and he is just slicing up this Cubs offense here as well. Miguel Amaya. 1-2 count. Oh, that's going to be a hit there up the middle. Hit that ball well. I don't think that was a bad spot. At least just live reaction. Actually was a great spot, just a good piece of hitting. 1-1 count, don't have a whole lot of speed over at first base. That is a hanging slider that Miller gets away with there. That is a very, very bad pitch. A sweeper this time, and he is going to get Horner to chase it. Oh, let's make the throw, please. Does make it over there finally. We are through the third. But Miller pitching well. We do finally have our first hit of the day for either team, as Amaya did reach in that inning. Of course, we're back up to the top. Robles up at the plate. Need to get that OBP back up just a little bit. 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 now. He's got 69 hits on the season. Nice.
That's ball 3.
3-1 count. Does really not hit lefties that well.
No, ball 4.
But he is going to draw a walk here, and that is the perfect game is now over for Imanaga. Still got the no-hitter. On tap. Got a guy in Robles who, of course, does like to steal bases over there.
Ball, that's out.
2-1 count. Imanaga cannot find the zone right now. We send Robles here. I think we're going to.
Runner.
He is going to
Ball,
go.
that's low.
Pitch below the zone. He got no chance to
safe.
throw out Robles as that one bounced. Robles able to get the stolen base there up to 29 now. I believe that's at 29. 3-1 count here again. Imanaga struggling.
Ball 4.
He's going to walk Crawford here. Mariners showing a little patience. Now have 2 runners on with their best hitter coming up to the plate. It's a golden opportunity here for them to get their first hit of the ball game. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Oh, come on. He hung a curve. Julio just a tad out in front. 1-2. That one he gets. Does not get enough of it. Will advance Robles to third.
Hey.
Slides in safely. Good throw from the outfield there. Julio just missed that one. But back-to-back curveballs to hit. Now it's all about if Raleigh can just avoid the double play. I don't know how he didn't hit that ball out. Just didn't quite get enough of it.
Ball 2. We got 2
Yeah,
balls.
2-1 count
1
here.
strike.
Raleigh, some of the struggles he's had, hit 321 with runners in scoring position. Good piece of hitting there to at least get the fly ball. Should definitely score Robles. And it will. So the Mariners take the lead without getting a hit still, which is crazy. Stayed back. Could have gotten on that one a little bit earlier. 1-1 count here for Polanco. And Polanco is going to take a deep drive here. Hits this one out to right center, 459 feet. Polanco puts that one in the bleachers. And a really bad inning for Imanaga. He got away with a couple of pitches to Rodriguez. Raleigh was at least able to take advantage enough to get a fly ball sack fly. Then Jorge Polanco takes advantage of that mistake and now really gives the Mariners a lead here. Shota was messing with fire there in that inning, and Polanco that time takes advantage of it. 1-1 count here for Garver. Oh, he got a good pitch to hit there too and just didn't do it. Shota starting to kind of show some holes now with his pitches. That curveball is not being particularly well placed. Big time shot there from Polanco. It's now Miller, who has been red hot to start this game as well. See if he
1 ball.
find a little bit more success here in the fourth than what Imanaga did.
3.
Really big time sweeper there from Miller. Nice pitch. 8th strikeout for him. Tucker fouls that one away. 1-2 count. Backdoor slider. Doesn't get him to chase.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Really do not want to keep challenging him with fastballs. Fouls off that splitter. Might have to go back to that fastball again. Got him to swing through it last time. That is a dangerous location. They can go back to it. Does not chase it. 3-2 count. No splitter low and away.
3.
Gets him to chase. It goes below the zone. Kyle Tucker strikes out again. That is the 9th K for Miller. For a guy that's as good as he is, this has got to be one of the best starts to an outing he's ever had.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Suzuki swing through that slider. Try to go fastball up and in here again. Does not get the best location, but still really good location, and throws that one by Suzuki. Another strikeout, 10 on the day for him. Imanaga now needs a clean inning. 70 pitches thrown through 4. Rosarena, that was a pitch to hit, a little late on it though. Rosarena's got the he should really be hitting lefties well.
That's ball 2.
A 2-2 count.
2-2 the count. Three and 2.
3-2 count now. Imanaga in danger of walking his 3rd batter of the game.
3.
Oh, but gets the Rosarena to swing early there on the splitter. Gets, I believe that is his 3rd strikeout. It is. That's a pitch to hit. Rosarena just a little off.
Aye.
And it swings over the sweeper
2 balls,
there.
2 strikes.
Thought we were getting the. Oh no. It looked like it was more of a slider that was going to stay a little higher. Rayleigh gets a pitch to hit. Gets good contact on it. It's going to be a can of corn out in center field. 2 quick outs now. This inning is now left up to Dylan Moore to make something of it. He has a
outside.
235 on base percentage. Got a couple of relief pitchers now out working for the Cubs. 3-1 count. Almost no way Moore even takes the bat off his shoulders here. And he does swing anyway.
Count's full.
Got a splitter to hit. 3-2. Fly under that one. Now Alcantara is out there. Catch it and brings it in. Now head to the bottom of the 6th. See the Mariners just 2-8 over the last 10. Just really struggling. They were red hot right before that series against the Diamondbacks. 1-1 count.
1 ball,
Not the
2
best
strikes.
splitter in the world. But it works. Sinker can chase. He does swing over the sinker. Ian Happ, that is the 11th strikeout for Miller, who has been just electric today. It's the best pitching performance I think I've seen this entire series to this point. He has been really, really good. 2-1 count. Splitter has been lethal. That splitter was not lethal. Bush gets another base hit. Or gets a base hit. Struck him out the last time. Ansby Swanson. Got to be careful. Obviously only up 3. Fastball's going to get hit down the line. So back-to-back hits here for the Cubs. But he's going to get hosed there at 3rd. Blanco able to get a good throw there from Rosarena. Cubs can see that maybe this is not going to be their day offensively. Get aggressive on the base pass, but Rosarena just a hose piece there to 3rd base. One of those things, you don't let your struggles at the plate overtake and have you playing bad on the defensive side. Really nice to see that from him. Alcantara swings over that splitter. It's going to be a 1-2 count now. Looking at his bat, trying to see where the hole is. Slider gets him to chase. Miller rebounds well, gives up the 2 hits, gets a big play from a Rosarena though as Bush tried to take that one to 3rd. Miller overcomes it. Now qualified for the win at this point. The Mariners are up 3-1 and we've got 1 hit. Gomez rolls over that one.
Out.
Ryan Brazier is now out there for the Cubs. Come on, JP. 2-1 count. Should get something to hit here.
Did he go?
swung at something I had no business swinging at. I love a check swing. It's really the reason why I don't think I could ever play this game online. Once you realize I swing at everything, you just throw everything out of the zone. You throw me fastballs above the zone, I'm swinging every time.
We got full count.
Crawford has worked to a 3-2 count here. Should have walked at this point in time. Fouls that one away. Almost had that fastball thrown by him.
That's ball 4. Take the
Does draw a walk. So the Mariners have shown a lot of patience here today. Good to see that. Now it's Julio who just missed 2 pitches that could have definitely been home runs in his last at bat. They do a nice job of at least moving Robles up to third for Raleigh to be able to get him in with a sac fly.
That's a ball.
It'll be a 2-1 count. He does chase the slider away.
Ball 3.
3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike. Hey!
Golly, swinging through the cutter.
3 and 2.
Stay back on that. Geared up for the fastball. Pulls the string just a little bit with the cutter.
Hey!
And then Julio swings over the slider there. Gotta hit the pitches that you get in the zone. You got to hit them. It's easier said than done. But Raleigh's gonna roll over that one.
Oh.
Somehow have not hit a home run with him yet. Entered into the season with 99 power against lefties. That's down to 92 now. Yeah, that pitching staff's been exceptional. Starting pitchers, I mean, top 7 in every stat in all of the majors. 2-1 count here for Miller, actually behind. Gets the fastball by Amaya enough to where he fouls it off. Pretty much a dead down the middle fastball though. A little slide action, fouls it off. Go back to that splitter, see if we can get it just below the zone. 82nd pitch here from Miller. Amaya does not chase it. 3-2 count. Like that fastball up and in, and he is going to issue his first walk here against Miguel Amaya. He also got the first hit for the Cubs in this one as well. Corner to chase the slider, had no business swinging at that one. Back to the fastball, and now Miller hits him, and there are 2 batters on, nobody out. Kyle Tucker's clutch, it really doesn't matter who you have up. Thornton has been pretty good. So Hancock has actually been really astounding. We'll get Thornton warming up here as well. He's plenty confident. I decided I wanted to chase a strikeout there. 1-1 count. Sweeper dead down the middle. Can they turn 2 on Birdie, who's got good speed? They do with the 2. Kyle Tucker's going to come up with a runner at third, but he cannot tie the game here, no matter what. Miller able to get the double play ball. Big moment here. 1-1 count. Good sinker. He fouls it off. That's a good sinker. Nothing you can do about it if he were to hit that. Splitter. He fouls it off. Tucker has been sensational in this game, fouling off those splitters low. Not really overly confident in the fastball. Let's go back to the
Ball 2.
I don't know how he stayed back on that. Over a fastball. Gets him to swing through it. Kyle Tucker, their best hitter, just not having his best day, and Miller gets a big strikeout there. Been just 4 hits in this game. Julian Merriweather is now out there. I think we're going to go Seiya Suzuki. It doesn't really matter. He's got less power against lefties. Haps are better against righties. Bush is better against righties. So we will have Spire ready to come in. That'll be the end of the day there for Miller. 6 really, really good innings. Blanco's
1 ball, 2
2
strikes.
years early on that.
3.
Then is late on that 98 heater. Way too early and then way too late. Mitch Garver here. Not great against righties. That is a 20-mile-an-hour difference between the fastball and the changeup. Holy cow.
80.
That's tough. Mayweather might be the best reliever in the game.
80.
Golly. He's got me
1
swinging
ball,
at everything, too.
2
All right.
strikes.
1-2 count here for Rosarena.
2-2 the count.
2-2. That is just such a... He's only got 3 pitches. You add in a 20-mile-an-hour difference between the change and the fastball with a slider.
We got a full count.
Tough combination. For me, anyway. I'm sure it is for most people. 3-2 count. Rosarena is going to get a hold of that one. He has missed some pitches today, but he did not miss that one. Almost hits it out of Wrigley. Waving at the fans there. Going to extend Seattle's lead. Home runs have kind of come in bunches for this team. Again, you see just 10th in the American League in on-base percentage coming into this one. But the home runs have definitely come from certain players now. And that gives us 4 guys in the double digits in home runs. And that's without... You have 4 guys now with 10 home runs, and that's with Raleigh only with 7. So you think he's figure he's going to get to double digits at some point in time. Rayleigh even seems like he's likely to get there with 8. Before we're at the halfway point here. See if Rayleigh can get his 9th, go back to back.
Ball 2.
Things off to 2-1 count now.
82.
Ah, swung through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Doesn't hit righty particularly well, and then it's 0-92 against lefties on the season.
3.
And then swings at a fastball out of the zone. But Randy Rosarena does get a big fly there to give Seattle their 4th run, just their 2nd hit. Gabe Spire is going to come out, and he has been sensational. Big time here. It's going to be a 1-1 count. So you got an excellent performance there from Miller. Did end up with a walk and hit by a pitch in the last inning. 13 strikeouts in 6 innings, though. Can Spire keep the good times rolling here? That ball is hit hard. Robles gets a good jump on it, though. Ian Happ, of course, a switch here.
Yeah.
That is a really, really bad
2-2
circle
count.
change. For whatever reason, the times I pitched with Spire, he seems to throw a bad circle change pretty much every time he gets a strikeout there at Happ, but it just, they don't swing at it or don't hit it. But it seems like every first circle change I've thrown with him has been really bad. Now Bush is up. Spire's good slider there. He hits it hard. Got a good enough fastball here, kind of tunnel it.
3.
Throws it by him. So a really quick inning there for Spire. Mariners hold on to that 4-0 lead. Caleb Philbar? Philbar, okay. Dylan Moore now at the plate. So we have Hancock. We have Thornton getting ready. We'll bring him in. This next inning going against the righties at the bottom of the order. You got the lefties back, lefty pitcher back up. It's a good pitch to hit, and he does. Dylan Moore finds the outfield grass. It's that one up the middle. I will say this, feels like when I swing with Moore, I'm just kind of much more likely to hit a ball up the middle. Just hoping he hits it hard enough to get it through there. So you got a runner on first, got good stealing, stupid speed. It's a 1-1 count. Robles fouls that one away.
No, that's ball.
Find the stands. 1-2 count. I think we're going to send more here. Would love to tack on one more run.
Runner, he's
2
going.
strikes. It's a good pitch to hit. At least we avoid the double play there. So that ends up working out okay. Robles not having a great day. Crawford with 2 walks. So good to see that. And of course, he hits lefties well. That on base percentage up to 344 now.
That's in. Ball 2.
2-1 count. Bill Bickford in the bullpen for the Cubs.
Ball 3.
3-1 count. Crawford again already with 2 walks today. Is he looking at a third? Strike. Okay.
3-2.
Wasn't exactly where I was looking for it. That's a pitch to hit. Moore's off and running. And while Crawford does not get his 3rd walk, he does knock in the 5th run there for Seattle. So sending Moore, even though Robles ended up grounding out to short, avoiding that double play does pay off as Crawford knocks him in. I just want to say 1 second before Julio hits. I don't think I've ever had a single player in a game that I played actually end up with 3 walks in the game. So I was really kind of hoping for one there. I don't think I've ever had that happen. Golly, I thought that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Julio swings at a curveball in the dirt. Yeah, I thought that was a better pitch to hit than that. That one is a pretty decent pitch to hit, but can Julio get it past Alcantara? He cannot. Julio's not swinging a terrible bat. Just been a little unlucky with the production, I feel like. 1-1 count. We get the big slugger up here. And Raleigh.
That's ball 2.
Tack one on here.
2-1.
It's a 2-1 count. Love a hanging curveball. Swings through a
2
fastball.
balls, 2 strikes.
A little late. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runner on first. That ball is smoked. I don't think Crawford got any chance of scoring from that. Hell, that's going to end up being he gets thrown out at second base. Raleigh hits that ball so hard. What a play there from Alcantara. I went from a point where I thought Crawford might actually be able to score on that, but Alcantara shows off the good defense, gets over there quickly, cuts that off. Should have just been a really long single there. Ends up being a base running blunder there for the Mariners, but they do end up tagging on a run with Crawford's hit. Now Trent Thornton and his 2.48 ERA are out here in the 8th, facing the bottom of the lineup, starting off with Swanson, who is really having a tough 2 months here. Does have a hit today, though. Julio's going to get to that one. Read that one well off the bat. Here is Alcantara. Just made that really nice play out in the outfield. He's been playing really well and hitting well at the plate heading into this one.
Outside, that's a ball.
Watches that one. 2-1. Sweeper out in front of it. Looking fastball there. Gets the fastball by him. Thornton has been really impressive this year. He's felt good when I've played with him as well. Good to see. 1-1 count here against Amaya. He's had a really solid day. A walk and a hit in a game where the rest of his team has done essentially nothing. Really good slider there for Thornton. Going a 91-mile-an-hour slider on the black is insanity. Almost gets the fastball by him. We go back to that sweeper. And we hang the sweeper. Thankfully, he was very late on it. The curveball here, hadn't seen that yet.
3-2.
Doesn't chase it. Really good eye there. 3-2 count. Then we go back to this slider. And he chases it. Thornton, near perfect inning there. get the job done. Bill Bickford is now out a 0.84 ERA, just 10 2/3. Blanco has already hit the home run. Let's see. We got a righty. Thornton is already pitching. I will just get Munoz warming up just in case with a 5-run lead, though. Probably just try to use Thornton to get through that 9th inning. See if the Mariners can tack something on here, though. Blanco cannot find the hole over there that time. Hold on 1 second, getting a work call. Sorry about that. We now got Mitch Garver at the plate. 1-1 count, 1 out.
Hey! 1 ball, 2
I don't know if
strikes.
it's something about his stance. I just not. A righty fastball on the inside for him is just kind of messing me up. It's a good pitch to hit. Fouls it off, though. Does got good pop, though. Either way against righties or lefties.
Ball.
2-2. Not a bad pitch there from Bickford, though. Time you get that change up below the zone after a couple of fastballs up in the zone. That's a good pitch to hit. He hits it too hard there. Contra. That's another nice little defensive play. And Rosarena, who hit a home run to his last at bat. Does he dare add on here for Seattle?
Hey!
Swings over the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One-two count.
That's a ball.
2-2. Ooh. Okay.
2 balls, 2
I thought that was
strikes.
something off speed. I thought it was going to dip a little bit more. Almost got a fastball by me there. 2-2, 2 outs. Oh, it's hit really well for a Rosarena. It's foul. Golly. Okay. Just a little late on that swing. He hit it hard, though. A pitch to hit there. Got late on it. I was definitely late on it. 2-2 with 2 outs. Hit that ball hard up the middle. Nice play there from Horner. He's going to get Rosarena out at first base. The Cubbies are now down to their last 3 outs in this one. They've had moments and chances. They have not been able to take advantage of them, and they have been few and far between. Horner with a base hit there. Getting through this top of the lineup is crucial here. Thornton Energy still in a decent spot. Might get a double play here. Be the second one on Birdie today, but he does reach this time. Almost got Birdie on 2 double plays to the first baseman in this game. Kyle Tucker with 3 strikeouts. You know he is ready to do damage. That is a hanging sinker that Thornton gets away with, but it's fouled off into the stands.
2-2 the count.
Not getting to chase here. Come on, Raleigh. Gun him.
He's safe.
Almost able to get him to second. So no more double play right here. Pitcher is getting tired. A little light slider here. Gets him to chase. So the fourth strikeout. What is that? The sombrero? And not a good kind there. 4 strikeouts for Tucker. One
Ball
pitch
that's
away from
outside.
Thornton. Throws that one out. This will be the last batter for him regardless. I don't want to wear him out too much. Hangs that one. Put into the seats. 2-2 count still. Another slider is going to get him, and Seattle is going to get another victory here. Really, really nice job there from the pitching staff. Offense was not great, but did enough to get the job done. Got a couple of homers. Kind of got some key hits and moving the ball, doing the thing, playing small ball at the right time. That was an outstanding play from Swanson there. But yeah, Mariners able to do just enough offensively to get the job done. Had 5 hits and got 5 runs off of them. I thought we did a really nice job offensively of drawing walks. Ended up getting 3. I thought we had 4 there. Ended up drawing 3 walks. Gave up 1. We struck out the Cubs 19 times today. Might need to maybe move up the difficulty. We'll probably try another game and then go from there. It might be time to move up to Hall of Fame pitching. I like where the hitting is at. I feel like I'm not punishing the computer or anything right now with this team. But again, really nice performance from Miller. Then Spire and Thornton were each really good out of the bullpen. Rosarena and Polanco go deep. Scattered out the hits in good spots. Yeah, we are out of that game. Nice to finally kind of get us back in the win column. We have definitely needed that. I get a pack there. Data set scouting assignments. Ramirez is still our clear number 1 there, which is good to see. Chip Moody moves up a little bit. Looks like he'd be solid. Looks like he'd be a solid player to take maybe in the 3rd round at this point. Feel pretty safe he'd be a solid guy here. Let's maybe take a look at changing the prospects, see if we see. Again, I kind of continue to just go to this outfielder because we have just not really gotten Rios, just no upside. Like, I feel very good. Like, if we picked him of exactly what he'd be a guy that's probably going to be a 70 overall with 75 potential. I don't think there's any real reason to scout him. I do think he'd be okay to pick because of the solid floor. It's pretty much a bat-only guy is the problem there. Torero, the bat just... That's way too much fluctuation. I think he's going to be not great to start off with. John Simon. Potential looks okay. Don't know about the overall. 21-year-old. Got pop and decent speed. Trying to think of a guy that we could take late, like in rounds 3 or 4. Guy with that kind of upside, 21. We'll scout him for a week here and see what's going on with that. Do you even want to finish up Ramirez? Ramirez looks like the guy I'm going to take there at number 3. We're going to try to help motivate him to come along. Maybe right now we'll take off right fielder and put first baseman on there. I feel very confident he's going to be who I am looking to get there at the first pick. So getting that +4 motivation there might be nice. I just think he's going to be a hitter, man. I think he's going to be really, really good. 18 years old. He looks like a guy that's going to be able to play pretty quick. Yeah, we need to start working on him. That way now we can kind of focus on some of the lower end because he is pretty much the top guy, and if he were to get taken with those first 2 picks, I do like Morehouse. Again, a couple of those guys kind of right behind him if we still want an offensive player. So I think we can really work on trying to get his motivation up for us. Keep scouting international pitchers at this point, probably. Needs to be what we do. Still got some other guys. Ooh, Amari Montalvo. Looks pretty solid. Okay. Yeah, still working on the internationals. There's a couple of guys in the West. Just don't know if we're going to have time to scout them very much. Pretty much the way I like to do it is kind of like, especially this first class, I want to add guys that I feel like could be impact bats. So I think really focusing on like singling out some of these guys and just kind of doing position starting pitchers. If you can get 3 regions pretty much done, you can fill out a lot of your draft class with just that. We're getting pretty close here though to pretty close to the draft now. Got a bases loaded, 2 outs. Simulate it. Lose that one. You know what? We'll simulate it. Get the victory there, 8-7. Nice. So only we end up winning 1 of 3 there against the Twins. Offense is just dead in the water. We do win the series against the Cubs. Julio went deep. Polanco with a stolen base. Got a nice performance there from Kirby yet again. Bullpen gave up a couple of runs, but still in a good spot there. In this win, we get a home run from Rodriguez. Canzone goes deep. What's his average? I know he hadn't played that much. 233. Okay. And not a lot of offense here over these 2 games. Castillo ERA is now up to a 3.49, so he's going through a bit of a rough patch himself. Miller right at a 3. Let's get these 2 games here against Texas out of the way. Up by 1 here. We'll sim it out. Trust Munoz to get the job done. First big trade here. William Contreras gets traded from the Brewers to the Tigers for Riley Green, who is, kind of broke out in 2024, is improving, and is having a great season here. 932 OPS is really, really solid. That's good to see. Sorry, I had another quick call there. So that's a shocker. Reese Olson is regressing. He has not been pitching that well, but he is at least a rotational, a guy that you can put there. You're really hoping he improves a little bit more, but he is having a very bad year. So it's essentially a Riley Green for Contreras trade. I don't really know if that makes sense for either one of these teams, but okay. Like if I'm Detroit, I'm trying to keep. You still got 4 years of Green. You got 3 years of Contreras. I mean, Contreras is a better player. Don't get me wrong. He's not having a better season, though. He's a higher overall. I like that trade for Milwaukee, I think, from that standpoint. Down by, up by 2 here. In extras, we're going to get the job done, and Munoz does hold it down there again. So we've already won this series here against Texas. I thought that was 2 homers for Raleigh. 2 RBIs from Raleigh, 1 from Luke Raley. He does have the average up to 200. Got 2 hits from Crawford, a hit from Julio. Kirby, really good again. Bullpen was outstanding. 10-8 game here. You got a homer from Julio, Polanco, and Canzone. Man, Polanco's having a... I almost don't really care about the average. As long as he walks a pretty decent bit and keeps hitting home runs. I mean, I'd like to see a little higher than 227, obviously, but he's having a really good season for us. 3 RBI day there for Julio. Stolen base for Rosarena, and Dylan Moore gets 3 stolen bases with 1 hit and a walk. Logan Gilbert gets shelled, though. Had to have been pitching pretty good, and then it fell apart on him. The bullpen was largely good. Thornton had one of his worst outings of the season. And Munoz just kind of survived there at the end. But, okay. Back to scouting. So we have completely scouted Ramirez, and he's an 18-year-old. He's guaranteed to have B potential. He's guaranteed to be a 67 overall, at least. With his bat, he's got to be the pick. John Simon moves way up. That's interesting. Overall moves up a little bit. The potential looks like it's going to be solid. Power looks like it could be real there. So we'll keep scouting him. At this point, do you just put another week there on Ramirez? Or do we maybe try to go take a look at somebody else? Let's take a look, see if there's just anybody at all worth looking. I mean, second base, we kind of got something here that really stands out. So Matson could have a really good bat. He could also just be terrible, though. William Chung, not interested at all in the bat. Doesn't look like he may have good speed, though. Stevens, no pop, no real glove. Not overly excited about that. Okay. I think now, kind of feeling really good about Ramirez. Do you start looking at some of these 18-year-olds? Just seeing if there's a guy that has a little magic to him. Fabregas here. Good speed, maybe. Doesn't look like he's going to be a great defender, though. That looked like it could be solid. We'll take a look and just see what he... I almost just want to... I want to get... We'll be able to sign Ramirez. I'm not really overly worried about that. So we'll take a look at Fabregas there and see what we got. So as far as pitchers now, so we are pretty much got just about everybody done in the Central. Just about everybody done in the East. Internationals, we're way up on that. I think for the last 2 weeks here, I think we'll just go West. And go with that there. And then we will sim. Only ended up playing one game here. We'll play a game the next episode here. Against Kansas City. We'll simulate past this one. So we get a big victory, sweep the Rangers. It's good to see. Won that one 10-2. Get home runs from Rayleigh, Arozarena, and Canzone. So both Rayleigh and Canzone look like they're starting to get going. Rayleigh's got his average up to 208. He has a 3-hit day. Canzone is a 2-hit day. Both of them with homers. Dylan Moore with a 3-hit day. Julio a 3-hit day as well. Getting that average back up. Well, Castillo's been struggling. I think we'll come back here in the next episode and we'll take on the Royals here. And then we'll kind of do our little monthly recap that we always do. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it. Right about the 55-minute mark here. When it comes to recording this one, maybe. Let me see. Oh, we're a little bit over an hour. Okay, so that seems like about the right amount of time. So yeah, the Mariners right now are at 51-32. Pretty okay episode. Finished really strong here against the Rangers. Obviously, we did get the victory in the game that we played 5-0. Been okay about 500 ball there through the episode. We're up 8.5 games in the West. Yeah, we're going to hop on out of here. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe. Check out the other work that I have on the channel. Got a Tulane Dynasty and Atlanta Hawks franchise and NBA 2K5 on there for you to check out, along with a Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty that is over and done with. But if you want to check it out as well, please do that. And yeah, till next time, thank you so much for tuning in.